Video game.
Yay!
And this proves to me that Bleach is never getting a 3D episode.
Would this have been the one?
I really thought that it was going to be 3D, but so we already know that you guys don't know these characters, but this is something I'm super excited for for one reason only, because I like Bleach, I like Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm not like super invested in either. The guy voicing Yusuke is Lanny, or people may know him as from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Piccolo and Vegeta, but he also voiced Yusuke.
Oh.
He voiced Yusuke in Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged years ago. But the one that I'm super excited for, if I go down to the description real quick.
Did he voice Shovel Knight, or was that Cell's abridged voice?
That was
actor?
Cell's.
Okay.
But the guy voicing Ichigo, it says Adam Park. That's not his real name. That is, for legal reasons, a cover name of a character Johnny Young Bach has played, the official voice actor for Ichigo.
Huh.
Oh, fuck.
He voiced him in Naruto versus Ichigo, but because of contracts, legally we can't say that he did. But everyone knows
why?
because,
That sucks.
because it's an exclusivity thing. He can only voice Ichigo in things that
Shonen approves.
that Funimation. I think it's whoever owns I don't remember who owns Ichigo right now. Not Ichigo, Bleach right
Funimation.
now. But people figured it out because it sounds so similar, and then he didn't confirm it, but kind of confirmed it, because again, he kind of can't legally confirm it.
Like hinted at, I assume.
Yeah, but now he's back because Adam Park is a character he played in another show. So yes, I am so excited. This is Johnny Young Bach, the guy who voices Ichigo. I want to see what the track name is. Soul Outsider. Cool. All right. So I am a fan.
One quick question.
What's up?
Before this one, when was the last time they had a 2D sprite art like this one?
So it's been a minute since we got a sprite fight. It has been since Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
Oh wow, that's been a minute.
Which was the if you go off of it being it's the season starting at Omni-Man Bardock, it's been since the 6th episode. However, if you go off of that first season ended with Among Us Fall Guys, and then Kratos Asura was the start of the new season, it's been since the 2nd episode. It's been about a year since our last sprite fight, which is wild to me. But I am a fan of Bleach. I'm a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, but more than both of that, I really love both these guys who do the voice acting. I'm huge on Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and Nick or Lanny is one of my favorite actors in that. So, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Ready.
Dick didn't say he's ready.
Ichigo Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi.
How many times have they had a logo change?
Versus the spirit
Just once.
Okay.
detective of Yu Yu Hakusho. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Why do you bring
it's our
that up?
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Tell me, Boomstick, what happens when we die?
Endless nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
Our souls
see all
are
the realities
ferried
where we
by
fought Superman.
Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my
do
second
this.
guess.
And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead. The Soul
Seen that clip so many
Society.
times recently.
Works great till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki, whose tragic anime backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number 1 why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So
Oh,
he the only way
boo-hoo.
he knew how, beating people up.
But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute
Did she die
Shinigami.
from that?
To
No.
carry out his
Oh, no.
duties, Ichigo sheds his body for an invisible one made of spiritual matter called Reishi. He can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy called Ryoku and exert
Okay,
it
so is he
offensively in
not
the form of
visible to
spiritual
any other like
pressure
regular
or
people
ramp.
anymore after that?
Yeah, when he so he chooses when to manifest this power. When he manifests it, then yeah, he's invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, this from the previous fight. This was a question I had. Can he return to his body, or is he just permanently Shinigami?
He can return.
Okay.
Yeah, I was confused a couple times when they introduced that because I was like, wait, he sheds his body? Like he just lets go of it?
His
I don't
spirit
know.
aura is so strong, it can stun lock foes, crushing them under his own power, even fatally.
He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his skin for defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shunpo, he can virtually fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money, and hello to the town's new superhero, with fellow Ghostbusters Orihime, Chad, and Uryu, plus Rukia. It was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school, of course. GPA comes first, and maybe a round or two of tech.
But it wouldn't be possible without his Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a superpowered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost Sword!
Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double Ghost Sword
But
gives
they're not the
Ichigo
same.
lots of new
No.
moves, including his trademark attack, the Sword Beam to end all sword beams. Getsuga Tensho!
Getsuga Tensho is incredibly powerful, and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to act as a barrier, and combine two at once into the even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest hollows down to size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Were they gonna be fake?
Early on, Uryu moved so fast that he left his own shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So
Uh,
Ichigo learned to
oh,
release
never mind.
its inner power,
Close for a second.
a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master. Bankai!
In Bankai, his speed skyrocketed,
It is starting to freeze
letting
more.
him turn the tables.
Yes, like continuously freezing on one frame for a couple seconds.
Okay, I put it up in quality. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
On douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he
I think it's
blocked
just
an attack
Discord.
that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift.
Well, because it started happening right when I put it up to 180.
But it's still doing it.
Oh
It's not freezing on your end, is it?
no.
Maybe we drop our quality.
It can drop like the stream quality a little bit.
I'm stuck at 720.
Why is it not letting me?
I would say it'd probably be good to keep it at 1084 like you're recording, you know.
Right.
But if we can still read it if it's like, 480 or something.
Let me do the thing. Okay, I dropped it to 480. I won't drop it to 15 FPS unless I have to.
Okay.
So yeah, let me.
Is his potential to improve. Despite only being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been training for centuries. He can quickly adapt to new weapons and
Yeah, it's still
styles
doing it. Damn.
mid-fight, surpassing his limits time
Oh.
and time.
Man, why is it doing it now? It was fine before.
Have you tried leaving the call and rejoining the call, or turning off the stream and turning on the stream?
Let me try.
Try turning off the stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
And could we go back a little bit?
Yeah.
Let's give it up now.
Fine now.
Okay, that was weird.
Turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole.
I cannot hear
Soul
Byakuya without
Society.
thinking about
Because
Danganronpa.
Ichigo's greatest gift
That's
is his
valid.
potential to
And also
improve.
douchebag Byakuya.
Despite
That lines
only
up.
being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been training for centuries. He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
You mean Grimjow, right?
Yeah, but even with that main character energy, Ichigo couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai and his theme song. Rude.
Ichigo needed to tap into his unexplained hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
Hollowification exceeds even Bankai and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo.
I mean, maybe that's bad for him in the story, but for the sake of the fight, that's good for him.
3 layers of hell.
But with help from his secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions.
I feel like Doctor Strange would be
He was
a
finally
good
ready to
matchup.
challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushes space.
That'd
like
certainly be a
mini
cool
black
fight,
hole.
'cause-
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So by
Like,
becoming Getsuga
just
itself,
base
Ichigo
archetype,
unleashed his
like one's a sword
ultimate
fighter,
attack,
one's a magician.
Mugetsu, defeating
Well, they
Aizen
both
at the
deal with
cost of
like inhuman spirits and shit.
I mean, kind of.
They also both have a greater form that's based in like their evil foil or whatever.
all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but now it was back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
This was one of those things where I'm like, how do you go back to just being a student?
From Rukia.
Kinda
Boom,
struggled.
Shinigami again.
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with a final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a Hollow. Hence, his two Sanbakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other Hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within.
The type of,
With that
like,
came a new Shikai
archetype of
and
character
two new Zanpakuto.
that will go through all this and then be like, I just want a normal life.
You thought Ichigo was strong before.
He very much
Oh
does
boy,
not.
He's the strongest Shinigami
Fair,
alive.
after
There-
like,
Ichigo versus
accepting
Simon.
it,
Undead.
working
Yeah.
so
Stronger than
hard
Kenpachi,
to
who could split
be
the
the best
Dangai
he
in half.
could.
Yeah.
There was no
Stronger
point
than
in calling
Senjumari, who
back.
shook heaven and earth across the realms, and strong enough to match Yuhabak even after he absorbed the Soul King.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yuhabak could nuke all 3 realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo, plus the Dangai and
Love that
Dark
restaurant.
Gaza in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a shockwave across all the realms.
And it's not a matter of disrupting the flow of souls. Yuhabak was going to end everything through sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still wasn't done.
Oh
power-
shit. Okay. So they're correcting themselves. I don't know if you guys remember in the end like explanation of Naruto versus Ichigo, they said that Yuwak wasn't going to destroy everything through sheer power. It was through disrupting the flow of souls, meaning it wasn't actually a power feat. They just said the exact opposite here. They're correcting themselves finally.
Oh,
okay.
eat my ass.
What?
I don't want to.
No, not you.
What?
It's
I'm not going
just
to.
just death battle.
Your door's locked.
Up.
entering a new half-hollow form and merging his Getsuga Tensho
I'll see
with a
myself out
mighty
again.
hollow attack, the Gran Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that rips through space itself.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yuhabak was scared of it.
Joke's on you! Ichigo didn't even need it! You're done!
Ichigo was finally content. And 10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward. Most teenagers have no idea what they want to do with their life. However,
Hakusho.
that was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Throw
Cry.
hands! It don't matter who the ups are, be they women, old folk, or babies, Yusuke lived to fight. It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child, bringing that reckless life.
Well, he didn't get to fight the child, so it wasn't the same.
They tried fighting the car.
But this is chapter 1 of a
He's
battle
got
film,
like
so death is part of the
Xenos motives where he saves the child and is like, grow in strength so that we may one day
It
fight.
was a blue-haired anime girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to
Is that a
the
broomstick or is that an oar?
It's an oar. They're saying it's in the top.
Fortunately for him, he was
Oh, okay.
such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death.
I assume they just called that because it's like a witch riding broomstick.
Prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second
just
you
call it
do
what it
something
is.
nice, hell itself gets caught with his pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally, Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation, and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was never really good for anything, and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad, or his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be heartbroken, or even his rival Kuwabara would shed manly tears. Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever
That's
expected,
Yaoi if I've ever
Yusuke
seen it.
had a change of heart
Oh my
and
God.
accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability. In his quest to beat the dog shit out of demonkind, Yusuke learned to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable. Heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
I don't know why this is just now clicking. It's weird to me how similar the spirit energy names are between these two, because for Yu Yu Hakusho, it's Reiki, but in Bleach, it's Reishi. Reishi and
Are they
Reiki,
just
like
Phonetic translations. You know?
Do those words mean anything, or
I don't.
are they
I
just
think
names
they're,
like
I think they're
arbitrary?
made up words that they made up for.
No,
the,
Reiki is a real cultural thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure about Reishi, but
Early on,
And Pokemon,
Yusuke
Digimon, they're all the
parried
same.
Suzaku's
Yeah.
lightning arrows, which are
It's like
formed from
Ki
real
and Chi,
lightning
you know what I
calling
mean?
from the
Yeah,
sky.
okay.
And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to smithereens.
My favorite shonen move ever, the Spirit Gun. At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears.
Is it still shooting that at his
Bounce it off
rival?
Surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around.
Where?
When it showed him like firing off really fast, I thought I saw a frame of like
Limited number of
hit
shots,
that
but
rival
eventually
dude that
he turned
from
it into
school,
his personal
like dodging them.
WMD. Stronger
Let me
than
see.
any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much
There,
as
is that
he
him?
wants.
Or was that somebody else?
No, those are just random people.
Okay. Wait, random people?
Well, not random people, but like thugs and
Innocent
stuff.
civilians.
Yeah, innocent civilians.
it's a live leak.
Versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a spirit shotgun, a mighty AoE blast, or a spirit punch, where he keeps the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the hell out of you. And the spirit wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
Yusuke may be a punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, throw in his shoes, use using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart. And his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Cabano, who's said to have mastered
Would the
all
phone not
forms
notice?
of martial combat.
But his best secret is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies, even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke forged bonds with new allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his old pal Kuwabara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with sheer aura.
But Yusuke needed to survive and protect his loved ones, so he had no choice but to
I don't know if you guys have
wake
played
up,
the game
even if
Mega
it-
Bonk,
I
but
have not.
there's a character that you can play as called I think it's called Mega Chad. He's just a super buff shirtless dude with a huge chin and like scruffy beard, and his inherent weapon that he has is aura. That if anybody gets close to you, they start taking damage. And that guy looked like him.
Maybe
and
it
he
was
had the thing-
inspired.
Maybe it's a reference to it.
Maybe.
meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Genkai!
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second.
I don't have a
Small
sun.
stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to send Toguro to the grave.
It's not a
Even after
gigaton.
pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to
Okay,
face
fine.
S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world.
How do you go
without
bad
trying
as
to
a
bring
spirit
down the-
and a detective?
What do you mean?
Sorry. The character they were just referencing for the
Yeah.
feat. He was. I assume they mean like corrupt, right? Like he's like a corrupt spirit slash
Well,
that
he-
was a detective.
No, Yusuke's job is spirit detective. That's what he does. And this is someone who
Oh,
used to-
he was the past one.
Yeah. But then
Okay,
he
I
went
get-
evil.
I understand now.
whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
This is a
According
very
to Genkai,
crazy build.
Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them, to the point where he overloaded
I'm sorry.
Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
Literally. Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient,
Didn't see that coming.
incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his Bazoku mark, Yusuke can channel Raizen's spirit for a huge power boost. And a
Wait, was he
massive
always a
burst
demon?
for
or just when he
murder
died?
boost.
and
He's a
whatever?
descendant
First taste of a
one.
dangerous new
Okay.
type of spirit energy,
he always was.
Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable
Why are you doing
feeling,
that?
feeding
Stop
into
it.
the user's rage and bloodlust, the
Hey.
feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same thing, but red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mozoku form separate from Raizen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like
So he can use it
Sensui's
without, like,
secret
the
energy,
demon
but
taking
even
over?
better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's gold and glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens above and decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself to his
I wish I
absolute
remembered what
limits.
the
But
thingy
then,
was for that.
Yusuke lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections with others that motivated
He just
him
wanted a
above
normal
all
life.
else. And it was in those connections that
Not
he
normal,
found his happy
but-
ending.
But I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get
This
him
I
in
can
the right
understand,
mood
'cause it's
or
like-
threaten the human world,
also
and
just
the
chilling
spirit
sometimes.
detective will
Yeah.
beat your stupid ass.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to have a normal
Remember-
life. He just wanted to. He realized maybe being the king of an entire demon realm wasn't for him.
It's not for most
That's
people.
reasonable.
But okay, let's. Oh yeah, but there's new merch. I'm excited.
A bunch
Now,
What are you about to say, Trinity?
we've restored the original shirt with
I
even
had a
better materials, and it's
What's the
available
question?
now on
If anyone
deathbattle.gg.
remembered
That's our
of
website.
they did metrics on the when Yusuke was beating.
They did, but I have a hunch that that number doesn't mean dick, and that we're actually gonna get a much bigger number in the
An
app-
explanation.
Yeah, like they realized it was more powerful or something. I might be wrong, but I do remember it was like some amount of Yoda ton. Like it was a couple Yoda tons.
That's also kind of like a Patreon.
There's a bunch of other merch there, like this awesome Mega Goose hoodie. Just
Nice.
don't let the
I might get
gooses
that.
get it.
Website members can also
It's a
see
measure
the
of how many
entire
tons
Death Battle
Yoda can
archive.
bench.
Search Team Rotoboo.
Click EG. And
Okay.
we've run
See yourself out.
data through all
Any
possibilities.
any special?
It's
Okay, no special rules. Okay.
Special rules?
Well, yeah, because
What?
they've done that a couple times, like with Ash versus Yugi, where they were supposed to be like, yeah, here's some specific stuff.
Oh,
Keep
that's
it
right.
above the belt.
Yeah. All
No
right.
hitting minors, maybe.
Zach, who you got?
Ichigo.
Ichigo.
Yeah.
All right. Nick.
Ichigo.
All right. Luke.
I was leaning Ichigo. I'm really on the fence about this one. I'm not sure. It feels like a toss-up to me based on like what I gathered, but I think I'm also gonna say Ichigo.
All right.
Just that was my instinct.
Trinity.
I also feel conflicted about which one
Okay.
to do. Because Ichigo is very versatile, but it doesn't matter how versatile you are if you can't learn anymore. When it's been shown that Yusuke can keep learning based on the opponent and possibly did a Yodaton, which wasn't close to the
Ichigo's feats.
power level of Ichigo, I think. If I'm correct.
They didn't give numbers for it, but I personally think that they're going to. That the whole destroying the human world, the spirit world, and Queko Mundo will be greater than whatever their feat is for Yusuke. They didn't.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they didn't give numbers for it, but I think it will be greater.
What's. Never mind.
I'm gonna say Yusuke.
All right.
All right.
I
Better judgment.
am gonna go Ichigo. I think he is more versatile. He has more training. His healing factor is better. I
Oh
think
shit, that too.
I think that the feat of scaling to through Yawak, who is going to destroy all three realms, is higher than Yusuke. I think he's faster. I honestly think all around, Ichigo is just now. If this had been done back when this was the more popular, like a more popular matchup. Like when it was first kind of was a thing. Maybe back when they did Naruto versus Ichigo, if they had instead done Ichigo versus Yusuke, I think Yusuke may have won. Actually, I think he probably would have won. But now I'm going Ichigo. You
Still
can
change if you want.
You can change if you want, Trinity.
You know what? Take a stand. Lock in.
I'm locking in.
All right.
Going for the $1 million.
Can Bleach get a win, or are they gonna go 0-3?
0-3. You know it's gonna happen.
I don't think it will, but you never know.
Hey, let's see if it's like the Seahawks earlier.
The Seahawks fucking dominated. That was so
I
good.
know.
I did in
was
football. What happened?
crazy.
The Super Bowl is today, and the Seahawks absolutely fucking obliterated the Patriots.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can-
It was
I
like
can feel-
stupid.
Luke and I getting shoved into lockers.
The score was 29-13, and the Seahawks kept getting flags at the end.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Is 29-13 bad?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
because it was at 26-9 until the very end, where they got a little bit of points back.
But okay.
Like they still had 3 minutes left.
First episode of the new season. Let's see. Oh, 4 votes for Ichigo, 1 vote for Yusuke. Watch Trinity be the only one who gets this right.
It's possible.
I wish.
It is
I
possible.
don't feel like that's gonna happen though. But I really wanted to.
Demon. That's hollow. No doubt about it.
That is actually, it is interesting. They both have a very quick and easy way to want to fight each other just by
Yeah.
passing on the street. They usually don't have that. Like they need to conjure up something.
Ichigo is the one with the official VA.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it's the same as Nero's VA. It sounds a lot like him.
Using his own sword to hit him.
Like DMC?
Yeah, DMC Nero, and for the anime, it's also Dante.
Yeah.
Shop change.
Reckless idiot!
Why is that reckless?
What a baby!
Fighting a hollow?
Demon energy got you scared? Nah.
I'm loving the track so far.
Getsuga! Yujisho!
2 at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
See?
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour
It's impressive seeing how far, even though this is like a sprite animation, it's so dynamic.
Yeah, and it's so
Just
crazy.
don't be bad!
Oh, he's got the mark.
Yeah, he let his demon out.
Well, no, he fought back and used the other form that he doesn't give control.
Rude awakening.
Oh.
This one's a
So he has the powers without.
That means he
giving-
hasn't used his new form yet.
Not the new form, no.
It's definitely Nero.
There's Ichigo's final form.
We are getting like a half 3D fight sometimes.
Yeah.
You'd like it?
This is kind of cool.
Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole! I'll kill you even if it kills me! I'm putting it all on the line!
Oh shit!
I don't want to tie.
Same! Screw that!
Oh, they both fought back against their corruption. Oh shit! I feel they're in the demon world. That's the tree.
You didn't realize? Yeah, they literally doing the thing that he did.
It somehow did. Oh shit!
Poor tree.
Freaking break.
They broke the tree.
See you on the other side.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Finally.
Get
Oh,
one.
That was pretty good.
That was a
I
cool
was
fight.
waiting
It was
for
really
the
fucking
screen
good.
to continue instead of going to that, but I knew.
You know what I will say? If you count the last season, which like as so Bardock Omni-Man was the start of one season, and Kratos Asura was the start of another. This is better than the last 3 season starters, because this is better than both of those, and it's better than Ant-Man versus the Atom. So that was great, and Bleach got a fucking win.
You think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Togoro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dongai training,
And all those swords! He just had way more abilities to play with.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on, and obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster
But
too.
that wasn't him. That
You
was
can
just like the
see
blast of his
Yakuya.
power.
They're trying
right?
to give him the
Blitzed in
benefit of the
rematch,
doubt right
but
now.
He's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for
I don't know why
example,
I'm noticing this
expanded
now,
across the
but,
realms at thousands of times light speed.
Boomstick
and Ichigo reacted to
Somehow simultaneously sounds like he's from the South and he's Midwestern.
He does.
attacks from Soul King
Sometimes it's
Yuha
both.
that utilize the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed. But Yusuke's fought plenty of foes faster and more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kinda both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages.
I feel like hand-to-hand wasn't the big thing here.
Between Sensui,
I mean, for-
Genkai, and Enma,
I mean, kind of, because like that's all Yusuke does is he punches or he shoots.
Yeah.
So
I-
his hand.
I guess I didn't say that the right way. I mean, I more mean like it. I feel like I could see it wasn't enough to take over Ichigo.
Oh yeah, no.
Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell,
I love that
and
restaurant.
block attacks that could
How
destroy
many
the
times?
Soul Society. But at his
3
peak,
so
he
far.
beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time, pretty close to Yuhabak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yuhabak was also gonna destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized worlds. Plus,
Okay.
Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shikai, without
Gonna
his
say, like,
additional
what
boost
size
from
those,
Half Hollow and True
no, it's up.
Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But the way we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big, giving Ichigo the final
Poor
edge.
fucking
Sorry if
Yusuke,
things
Jesus.
got messy, but that's just how Ichigo's.
The winner is Ichigo Kurosaki.
All right. So before we see what the next episode is, I want to bring something over, and
Okay.
that is, I think I sent this in the Discord a little bit ago. My bingo card for this year. These are my predictions for what we're going to be getting this year. So my free space is Aang versus the Traveler. Which I should have made it Gru versus Megamind because I like that one more. But so if I can get one of the matchups on here from the jump, just immediately give me one of my predictions, I will be very happy. That being said, I will think it is hilarious if I don't get a single one.
Can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Gru versus Megamind simply because I think it would be really fucking funny if me pointing to the blue blob on the screen turned out to be actually real, even though it was a moving blob.
But
when we were paused on it, it was in the exact shape. I swear to God.
So we know
I was tweaking that. I saw it.
Gru vs. Megamind was one of the Kickstarter goals. We're still waiting on that one, so we do know it's happening. But all right.
But I think it's happening right now.
Next time on Death Battle.
Who is this?
Metal Sonic.
Holy shit!
Is it Metal Sonic versus Cell? Oh shit! Metal Sonic versus Cell.
Ooh.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death
It's Devil Artemis's
man.
last episode.
He's fucking had it.
Well, no, he did. He quit. He's quitting. He officially quit a while ago, but he said he's gonna do his last one and then was done. Because the fans fucking suck. But
Yeah.
Cell is his character. That's his whole thing. Is his whole show on YouTube is Cell versus. He voices Cell. He animates Cell. So holy shit! I was looking through some predictions earlier, and I was saying the fact I didn't put Cell versus Metal Sonic on there was fucking stupid.
So we didn't know this was coming.
No, but it was so fucking obvious that, of course, Devil Artemis's last fucking episode is gonna be a Cell fight. Like, what? That was so dumb of me.
I have to say, like, right out the gate, because that is awesome. This isn't close. I don't think this is really all that close.
Cell is fucked. Cell is so fucked.
I was kind of thinking Metal Sonic is cooked. I mean, even with the what is it? What do they call him? Ultimate?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Neo Metal, Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Yeah, Super Neo Metal. Like, he's always proven to have like a lesser capacity to say somebody like Sonic, and isn't Cell like the absorber of energy?
I mean, yes, but he can't absorb other androids or like metal beings. It has to be living. And so he can't absorb Metal Sonic. And here's kind of the big one. Metal Sonic very easily scales to the higher ends of Sonic, even if he usually gets defeated. He can very easily
Well, he gets
scale
defeated
to...
for story purposes, right?
Right, but he can very easily scale to those higher universal ends.
I guess that's true.
Cell was in the third arc of Dragon Ball Z, not Super, Z. He's solar system at max. You can maybe push him to galaxy level.
This is gonna make me very angry at Bowser versus Eggman that fucking Metal Sonic didn't smoke back then.
He did almost.
We did all the work.
Yeah.
Everyone else got like one tapped, and like he pretty much did everything for Eggman.
Yeah.
It's still good.
I'm gonna say it. I know everyone loves this in the community. I didn't want this.
This specific matchup?
I don't really have a Metal Sonic matchup I really want. I really wanted Cell versus either Super Skrull from Marvel, Dark Samus from Metroid.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Or Zygarde from Pokemon. I think all of those are better.
Who's that first one? Super Skrull?
Super Skrull. He's a Skrull from Marvel who has the powers of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been great.
That's
literally fucking. Sorry.
That was a really popular one forever ago. It lost all its popularity a while ago, but it's whatever. I do think this is still a good matchup, just not my personal favorite. I'm happy we're getting another Sonic matchup because I do think that Sonic kind of got
Metal Sonic.
Sonic kind of got shafted for a while. Cause if I go over here, hold on, I just want to make sure there's nothing. Okay. So we got Bowser Eggman last year, but then before that, we hadn't had a Sonic episode that wasn't Archie, because this is Archie, which is very different. The last episode of Sonic that wasn't an Archie Sonic episode.
Is that Shadow? back up?
Oh yeah, Shadow. It was Shadow versus Ryuko back in season 8. So it's been like 3-4 years. So
I'm royally pissed. I am pissed.
Why are you
Death Battle's washed up.
How are you pissed when it's a Sonic character?
It's not a good matchup.
It is a
In
good
4
matchup.
years.
It is a good match. Well, technically, because
Oh,
now it hasn't
yeah.
because of Bowser Eggman, but still. But
Look
it
at
is
my
a good
cake
matchup.
that I get to enjoy.
It's not what I personally wanted. I would have preferred other things. I saw Metal Sonic versus Sin from Murder Drones tossed around, and I'm like, that's cool. I can go with that. Just I didn't want this in particular. Still gonna be fire. Devil Artemis is gonna fucking cook with this because
Murder Drones
this is
is too new, and
Not
Death
really.
Battle is for people who are a certified unk.
What are you, one of them? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
that was a joke. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Kai.
No, I hate you now. We're enemies.
Nobody's ever interrupted Kai in one of these episodes.
But either way, Devil Artemis is gonna fucking do amazing. Because this is his shtick. Dragon Ball is his thing, but he's very specifically said that he wanted to do. Here's the. I'm actually a little shocked, actually, though, that this is his last one, because he specifically said that he said that he wanted to animate Aang. So I thought that his final episode was going to be Aang versus the Traveler, but he specifically said that he only had one more matchup. And if this isn't Devil Artemis, what the fuck are we doing?
That would be confusing.
Right?
Cell versus A.
Well, would
do
you
you think-
settle? Kai, do you mind if I ask you? Would you settle if it was just voiced by Devil Artemis, or if Cell was just voiced?
I don't think so. I think if you literally have the guy who is known for playing and animating Cell as the lead of one of your animation teams, and you do a Cell episode without him, even if he's just voicing, you animate it without him, I think that's a weird fucking call.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any answers for you. It's
Is
pretty
there-
crazy.
Is there a chance maybe he just had this thing where he wanted to do Aang, and he's doing that, and he was like, you know what? I'm just doing the one more episode. You guys do Cell vs. Metal Sonic with somebody else.
I mean, maybe, but I also don't know if they really. I feel like Death Battle wouldn't have done it with everything with him leaving. If this isn't Devil Artemis animating it, that feels weird. Like
I
even
get what
like
you mean.
everything aside of like my personal like, oh, it feels weird that it would be weird to not have Devil Artemis do it. It would feel almost disrespectful to be like, oh, you're leaving us? Okay, we're going to use your character now. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I feel
Do you
like,
think
They
It
haven't
probably
announced
is his
it,
last, and he's just not doing Aang.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe he'll release that in his own time.
He might do something with Aang in his own time now.
Do you think in the event that he is animating this one, there's a chance that Sonic follows the same trend of the animator is leaving and therefore he's going to make it purposely bad?
No, I really fucking hope not. Devil Artemis is better than that. Devil Artemis is above that. He will never, ever stoop to that level.
Alternate ending?
No alternate ending. Now, what we might get is what we got with Bowser Eggman, which was the alternate scenarios that show off what could have happened during the explanation, which I did love. Those are good.
I think that's what I was thinking about.
Well, were you thinking of Kratos Asura? The alternate ending?
I guess I kind of put those both in the same category. You put them,
Alternate-
you,
I
Alternate
still
scenarios
firmly
are way
believe
better.
okay.
I still firmly believe that the alternate ending was that's what they had planned originally, and then like maybe the outcome changed or something. Like initially Asura was supposed to win. So then he started animating that, and they were like, "Nope, actually, Kratos wins."
Like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do some more work then.
They're like, I still gotta show off my work that I did on this
Yeah.
scene.
You still have to pay me.
Am I spelling his name wrong? Of course it's not here. I don't think I'm spelling it wrong. Kurosaki versus Yusuke. I'm gonna look him up real quick because I spelled that wrong too. Because I will spell it's Urameshi. Urameshi.
Could have copied.
I lost. Yusuke.
Hmm.
I'll take my lead now.
I need something to go over my window so the bugs don't get in when I want to get the sunlight and the warmth in. Here's a Meshi.
It's the best episode this season.
Yeah,
Who would have thunk
it's a
it?
high feat.
Who would have thunk it? It is a 9 out of 10 though, which is a lot better than the last 3. All right. Oh,
And I got poison ivy, and it's just really agitating my skin. I'm gonna try this new cream. It's called Ichigo.
all right. That's the joke we're ending on.